Yes, good afternoon. So before you proceed with chapter 15, please open your books on chapter 14. So the chapter is entitled Estate Tax, Deductions from Gross Estate. Okay? So before you will be able to compute for the estate tax, syempre kailangan nyong intindihin how to compute the net taxable estate. Okay? So in computing the net taxable estate, of course, you will have to consider how much is the gross estate as discussed in chapter 13. Okay? So under the gross estate, it is broken down into two parts, which is the exclusive portion and the conjugal or communal portion. Okay? So under the exclusive portion, these are the properties as discussed in chapter 13, exclusive to the decedent, while the conjugal properties or the communal properties are the properties common to both the spouses. So if the decedent is a single, so you can just leave the communal or conjugal properties as blank. Okay? So if we are able to identify the gross estate or the properties to be included as gross estate, what comes next? It should be the deductions. What are the uh, um, portions of those properties to be excluded in the computation um, of estate tax? First deduction would be the so-called ordinary deductions. Okay? So under the ordinary deductions, we have one, claims against the estate. Okay? So what are these claims against the estates? Um, one example is if the decedent has a uh, creditors, okay, for excuse me, for one property, or if it has a mortgage balance on a given property, then it will be deducted first, okay, to the total amount of the property. Then another one is claims against insolvent person. Okay? Meaning, these claims or the collection of these claims are very unlikely, or um, if given the effort on a ordinary course of business, the collection of these claims cannot be made. Okay? When a person is already declared as insolvent. So it will no longer be part of our um, taxable estate. Okay? So that's the claims against insolvent, insolvent persons. Another one is unpaid mortgage. Sorry. So the unpaid mortgage is under this part. So like I said, the claims against the estate would be for some creditors. Okay. Excuse me. Ayan. So unpaid mortgage will be part of our ordinary deduction. Another one is property previously tax. Property previously tax. Ayan. So, for the deduction for property previously tax, which is a tax incentive, but is classified as ordinary deductions in pursuant to the estate tax forms. Okay, so this will be a tax incentive. Okay, so kapag may mga na-tax na tayong property, then it will be a deduction on our gross estate. Another one is transfer for public use. Ayan, so if the estate has, the decedent have transferred a property or the right of use of back of the property for public use, then it will not be a part of our gross estate. Then others, if there may be. Ayan. So ito yung mga ordinary deductions natin which will be excluded from our gross estate. Okay? So kapag nakuha na natin yung ordinary deductions, so we will have our estate after deductions. So that is gross estate less of net of the ordinary deductions. Okay, so ito na po yung ating net taxable estate. Hindi pa. Okay? So after that, we will have to deduct our special deductions. So, syempre, kung meron tayong ordinary deductions, meron din tayong tinatawag na special deductions. Parang kayo, di ba? Special deductions. Okay? Yan. So, number one sa ating special deductions would be the family home. So, how much is our family home? It depends kung magkano yung fair market value ng ating family home. Okay? Kung ang ating family home is 5 million, then the total deduction would be 5 million. But if family home is the current fair market value of the family home or 10 million, whichever is lower. Gets? So, saan natin nilalagay yung deduction sa family home? Kung yung family home is an exclusive property of the decedent, then dito siya sa exclusive property deduction. Okay? Kung yung property naman is a conjugal property, then dito siya sa conjugal property. So, kung yung total amount ng ating family home deduction would depend kung ano yung classification ng ating family home. Okay? Ayan. So, kung conjugal property yung ating family homes, of course, yung amount ng ating family home would only be 50%. I mean, yung deduction ng ating family home would only be 50%. Okay? Pero kung exclusive property siya, then the amount of family home deduction would be the whole um, 10 million. Okay? Wait lang. Sorry for that. Please disregard that pala. Sorry. Pag sa family home pala, yung ating deduction would be on the total uh, gross estate na. So, kapag yung family home is in an exclusive property, kunwari, nandito siya, di ba? Tapos, ang value niya is, sabihin natin, 15 million. Ang family home deduction natin will only be 10 million. Okay? Because that is our ceiling. Or I mean, our limit for family home deduction. However, if the family home is a conjugal property, di ba? Tapos sabihin natin 15 million yung family home nila, ang magiging deduction natin would be 7,500,000. So, paano natin na-compute yun? Yung 15 million divided by 2 para makuha natin yung portion ng decedent, that would be 7,500,000. As compared to our 10 million limit, the 7,500,000 is lower. So, yun yung magiging family home deduction natin. Okay? So, malinaw tayo doon. Okay? Another special deduction is the so-called standard deduction. So, ano tong mga standard deduction na to? This is in lieu of the itemized deduction um, sa ating NIRC. Okay? Before, in our IC, meron tayong mga natawag nating mga funeral expenses, mga mga expenses pa ba to? Ayan, yung judicial and medical expenses. Those are covered before by our NIRC as itemized special deductions prior to the computation of estate tax. But in the new train law, our special deduction is set into fixed amount of 5 million, or if the problem provided a specific amount for special deduction, whichever is lower will be recognized as the standard deduction. Okay? So, before, yung ating standard deduction is only 1 million. Okay? Now, the train law have adjusted it into 5 million. So, yung ating standard deduction is set to 5 million. Then, lastly, we have other deductions. Ayan. So, after that, after deducting our special deductions, we will now get the amount of net estate subject for uh, the ay, net estate after special deductions na to. Okay? So that is our net estate. Then, from this, dito na ba natin i-compute yung ating estate tax? No, not yet. Kailangan din nating tanggalin din yung portion ng ating spouse kung married yung ating decedent. Ayan. So, how much is our yung share ng ating spouse? That is the 50% of the conjugal properties. Okay? So, this is that one times 1/2 or 50%. Yan. So, yun yung D12 natin, ha? Yan. Okay? So, after that, doon na, makukuha na natin yung ating net taxable estate. Multiplied by our estate tax rate of 6%, then we will have our estate tax payable. Okay? Ayan, so ulitin lang natin. So, first, we will get our gross estate, which will be classified as two exclusive and conjugal properties. Okay? Ano nangyari? Ayan. So, once we have established our gross estate, we will have to deduct our ordinary deductions, which is the claims against the state, claims against insolvent persons, unpaid mortgage, property previously taxed, and transfer for public use. Then, after that, we will have to deduct our special deductions, namely the family home, which is the fair market value of the property, or 10 million, whichever is lower. Then, the standard deductions, which is in lieu of our funeral, medical, and judiciary expenses. And after that, you will now get the net estate less the share of the surviving spouse to get the net taxable estate. So, that concludes our chapter 14, okay, in computing the deductions from the gross estate. So if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to message me through our LMS group chat or our Facebook Messenger group chat. Okay? Thank you and have a good day.